evening, my name is Jackie Phillips and I'm here to share my story of courage. When Miss Cheston asked me to talk about courage, I didn't really understand why she thought I had courage. But I think it's not until someone points it out to you that you realise that perhaps other people might perceive you as courageous. I want to take you back to my days when I was a student here at Wye Valley, not a member of staff as I am now. Looking back, I realise I didn't make the best of my education and I left school with not many qualifications. I also left home at 16 and found myself living in a bedsit, and to survive financially I did 3 jobs: cleaning offices from 6 till 8 AM, working in an office as an office junior during the day and waitressing in the evening. This is when I met the person who I always say turned my life around, my husband Martin. I still think to this day, if I hadn't met him, my life would have been very different. He had such a positive energy about him, I couldn't help but behave in the same way. We even knew at 16 that we would be together forever and both work hard 7 days a week to save money for a house. When we were 18, we got a mortgage and our first little home, and life was good. I had a nice house, nice holidays, and we both had good jobs. I was finally settled, and just before I had my first son, 12 years ago, I had worked my way up to be a director's PA, earning good money, not bad for the girl who left school to clean offices. However, in April 2006, my life was about to change yet again. Martin was diagnosed with skin cancer. This obviously blew our world apart. I had to be strong for Martin, strong for my children, yet inside I felt scared, sick and frightened. After all, this was the man that looked after me and made sure I had a safe and happy environment to live in after my troubled early years. At the end of June, we were told, although they had removed the cancer, he had 75% chance of it returning. I'm no mathematician, but even I realised how high those odds were. In August, we went to Norfolk for a holiday, and during the holiday, Martin became very ill, very, very quickly. I managed to get him home and took him to the hospital. We were told, quite frankly, that he was dying, and we had to take him to a hospice for palliative care. We arrived at the hospice in Windsor, but he was still cracking jokes, saying it was like a posh hotel. He had a lovely room with doors opening onto a garden, which was great, as I could bring the children to see him, and they quite often played in that garden over a 2-week period. On Friday, the 1st of September, he was doing very well, and we were told he could come home for my birthday. Typically, he was worried because he hadn't got me for anything to unwrap. I, of course, told him that to have him home would have been the best present ever. For my birthday, he gave me his wedding ring. I think it was that moment I knew he wasn't going to get better. Martin Phillips died on the 8th of September 2006 after a very brave and courageous battle. The hardest thing I have ever done in my life is to tell my children their daddy was gone and not coming home. You can throw anything at me now and I'm not bothered, because nothing will ever be as hard as that. Having children, I had to carry on, but my life essentially had stopped for 2 years. I just worked and came home, rarely answering the phone and never going out. My only concern was for my children. It was during this time I got help from a charity called Daisy's Dream, who help children who have lost a parent. They truly helped me and gave me the courage to rebuild my life. I now do a lot of work with them, speaking about bereavement at conferences, charity work, and I'm even on their promotional DVD. I have also set up a support group for young widows with families on the internet and have over 300 members worldwide. I have become friends with many of the members around the world, so I think I'm always going to have somewhere nice to go on holiday. Obviously, now working at the school, you realise I've changed career again, and sort of back where I started, really. At the time, I just wanted a job that was school hours and school holidays, but I've had wonderful opportunities opened up to me, and I'm currently working in the sixth form as Mrs. Pomeroy's assistant, keeping all the sixth formers in line. I'm also the sixth form mentor, which is a role I take very seriously and enjoy immensely. I hope to help others build on their courage and keep going when things seem hard. My husband will always remain my inspiration. He may not be here anymore, but often when I think I can't do something, I hear his voice, not literally, saying, "For God's sake, girl, I'm up here, you're down there with your whole life ahead of you. What are you dithering around for?" He embraced life so passionately and enjoyed everything he did. He was a great husband and a father, but more importantly, he was my best friend. Since he died, I have been trying lots of new things. I did a skydive at 13,000 feet and have so far raised over £2,000 for Daisy's Dream. I did a quad biking weekend. I've learnt to kayak, I've started boxing, and my latest conquest is street dancing, so watch out, Ramar. When life gets difficult and things don't go as planned, have the courage of your convictions to give you the strength to get through. Thank you.